Hey, don't let your mother smell that beer on your breath. She'll take it out on me.
Hi, I'm Annette.
And I'm Craig, and this is your parents' beer review. We were just screwing around before we started. We got this really great cheese.
You don't tell people that. Come on, go ahead.
We weren't screwing around, we were just screwing around.
Okay, so anyway, hello, I'm Annette, and this is Craig, and we're just here. Go ahead.
We just did that. But anyway, today we have a beer from Canada. We don't do many beers from Canada. In fact, I don't think we've ever done any. This is Cameron's oak-aged Obsidian Imperial Porter. And it's aged in rum barrels for 7 months, so they say.
Caribbean rum barrels.
Or Caribbean, depending how you say it. But yes, they say Caribbean. The Canadians say Caribbean. I say Caribbean.
I call it Caribbean. I always have.
I've been to
It depends
Caribbean.
on how you like wording it. I'm going on a Caribbean cruise. I just came back from the Caribbean.
We've never been to Caribbean together.
We know we've never, ever.
All right, so this beer is 9.2% ABV. And I think we already said it's aged in these rum barrels for 7 months. So I'm assuming Caribbean rum is a particular brand, maybe, I don't know, I didn't look it up.
Well, no, the Caribbean is known for their rum.
But they didn't specify then what brand, or maybe that is a brand.
No.
I don't know, we don't know. So anyway,
We're non-rum aficionados.
we don't know anything about rum,
We don't know anything.
other than it tastes good in certain things, especially cakes and beer. So this beer itself got a 98 and an 84 on Rate Beer. And on Beer Advocate it got an 85, and Brothers have never had it. So the interesting thing about this beer, which I've not seen in too many beers, is that it has, it says,
Sealed. It says hand brewed by beer artisans.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. It says serve it between 13 and 15 degrees centigrade or Celsius, depending on how you want to say the C word, which is
Oh my gosh.
55.4 degrees Fahrenheit to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which is kind of warm for a beer. Usually we drink them around in the 30s to 40s. So I have my trusty thermometer, which is graded in C, Celsius, in case there's any Canadians watching to make sure I got it right. So we're going to measure this to make sure we're serving this at the right temperature. All right, so
we actually enjoyed our time. We went to Niagara Falls a few years ago. We had a good time.
So the Canadians apparently don't use wax; they use foil. Now, there's another company in the U.S. that uses foil, and it's Avery. And I like the foil.
I think there's other companies.
There may be others.
There are others.
It looks pretty. You know, it's got this nice red Christmassy foil on there. It comes off nice and sort of easy. It's got an interesting.
You have a love-hate relationship with wax. First of all, you just hate it. And then you love what's in the bottle that follows it.
Well, I think wax actually helps it seal. But anyway, that's just... This is a 650 milliliter. So normally here it's either 24 ounce or 750 milliliters. So the Canadians obviously only make 650 milliliters.
Because they just want to squeeze that
little
bit of an American dollar out of us.
Yeah, it must be the difference between the US dollar and a Canadian dollar. I don't know.
Tons.
Right, so the interesting thing about this is we picked this up here in Columbus, Ohio. She picked it up, so we've never seen it before.
Open it. It was in a cooler, and I thought, okay, let's give this a whirl.
So we don't know how old it is. We don't
really know nothing.
It just sort of showed up, and she bought it. You know how much you paid for it?
Nope, not at all.
All right, so we paid money for it.
I am not a price tag kind of person when it comes to beers.
So when it pours out, it's rather interesting looking.
Oh, look at the size of that head. That is another planet-looking head.
So it's a fairly nice looking beer.
It's very dark.
I'm going to do a quick test.
And how many degrees is your beer? Reggie, stop it.
Well, right now we're sitting at right in the middle, 13.9 degrees.
And that's where they say you want you to.
It's supposed to be between 13 and 15. So we're at the optimum temperature.
Would we
Don't do that at
expect
home, is the point.
anything else?
Okay, so let's take a sniff of this. So it's very
No, first of all, I want to look at that's just black.
it's
on
very
black
dark,
on
and
this.
we got the sun coming through the windows,
and the,
and I
and
can't
the,
see
and
anything
the
through
head
it.
is really
I
pretty.
mean, if you could use these as welding glasses, they're so dark. And it has a nice head, which is starting to dissipate.
I've
Like I said,
never complained.
It's
complained
it's
about
nice.
it.
It's 9.2% ABV, as we already had
I'm sick of
said.
my schnoz in it.
Now,
I got some nice rum here. going.
the
Oh my gosh.
the
This is a coffee rum.
chocolate and rum I'm picking up.
You want to get me coffee?
No, I'm not getting coffee.
Put your nose in deeper. Come on, get some foam on that nose, buddy.
No, the foam is gone. I'm not picking up coffee at all.
I get coffee, definitely.
More chocolate. I mean,
It's
there might be
chocolate.
coffee in here, but I'm getting
it's
chocolate.
chocolate and rum. I get a little coffee.
What's it?
No, don't give it to the dog. You'll puke.
Well, after I taste it, we may give it to the dog.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do
I like
this.
the smell.
The smells.
It smells
The,
really
the
nice.
swell is. The smell
It
is
smells
swell.
swell.
Okay, so we're swirling it
All right,
slightly because
we're
I
not
can't.
swirling.
I am not a.
Ready to taste?
Here we go. Taste. Okay, so first of all,
It has
This
a
is-
very nice mouthfeel, almost velvety.
aw, you haven't said that since you talked to me. That's pretty
No,
nice.
that's what the guy said to you, but anyway.
No, but it is. It's very. It's a double porter. So I don't quite
It's
understand.
an imperial porter.
So an imperial porter means it's a double, just like a double IPA can
It
also
means
mean
more
an imperial.
calories.
Let me go back. It's an imperial porter, so that means it's pretty up there. It's not going to be as thick as a stout, but I've had imperial stouts that are thinner than this, so it's kind of like a little.
They call them bad.
They probably do. They do. Here, I'll try some cheese.
All right, so here's what I have to say about this.
It's got
very
wonderful-
very nice mouthfeel, a good aroma. We're serving it at the perfect temperature according to the bottle.
It is velvety. It's very
It's
smooth.
between the thickness of the liquid plus
I'm
the
impressed. I really
carbonation.
am, actually.
Plus the carbonation, it's really really good.
Well, it was highly. You saw the big head to start, and then it dissipated, and now I'm getting a little bit of kind of a cloudy lace. Was it cloudy like lacing down the side?
Yeah, you get a nice lacing all around, like when you
But it's
swirl
not.
it a little
It's
bit.
not.
Oh,
It's not. It's not like.
holy cow, Batman! Ah, no, it went somewhere.
Did you just spill it on the carpet?
I cleaned it.
So it's.
Here's
the
another
carpet-
thing. When it falls on light colored carpet, it doesn't stain.
I can't believe we're staring at a spot on the carpet. So here we go.
But there is none. It just sort
There's a
of
little bit of
soaked it
carbonation, but it's not over the top. It's smooth. It's. Gosh, I'm really impressed with this. I didn't
So,
expect this. I expected just like,
So one thing we're gonna add to this, since we learned about this today, this is 9% ABV, which means it's about 270 calories per 12 ounces.
I bought him a Fitbit for his birthday. He bought one for me for my birthday.
So
and
if
this
you
is
go back
all
and,
we talk
so if
about.
you go back
is-
and look at our videos, you probably see
all
that I
we
had
talk-
more of a belly at the beginning of the series, and as we go through these, I will have less.
And I'm
So-
going to remain the same because I know how to do this. I run a lot.
She runs
A lot.
a lot. While
How
she's
much?
drinking a beer,
A
she has
lot.
beer in her water bottle.
Yeah. So anyhow, this is a nice beer.
It's not over
beautiful. I like when you turn on the side, you can see the gold with the hue of brown. It's a nice beer. It's smooth. It's if you are a big.
It's an excellent porter. It's probably one of the best porters I ever had.
I agree.
Porters are usually very thin and
Wish you had like
Very
it's
weak
like
in
you wish you
flavor.
wanted to have a stout, but you don't really get the opportunity of the
it
stout.
has a real good flavor. I don't know if the rum is improving it. It'd be interesting to see what this tastes like
But
without
you
the
know,
rum bars.
but see that to me the rum is subtle. It's not like here's a rum drink.
No, there's a sweetness to it.
Okay.
Definitely pick up the malts, the roastiness of the
I
malts.
pick up the sound of the dryer in the background. Why didn't you turn it off before we did this?
It doesn't matter. They won't hear it. They don't care anyway.
Okay.
At least they
Anyhow.
know we're clean.
We are clean people.
Our clothes are clean.
Carpet isn't clean because he just sloshed on it, but other than that, we're all good. On a scale of 1 to 5, what would you say? Stop staring at the stain.
Yeah.
What would you say this on a scale of 1 to 5 would be for you?
I would buy it again, so immediately gives it a 4.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to think, how much is it? Just a 4? It's really good. It would be neat to have one of these and another one and age it a little bit. And the other thing, we don't know how old this one is. But I'm going to assume it's fresh because it just arrived. Did it?
I'm fresh.
Did it just arrive at the
It had
no
been
one
there
spirits?
for a while, actually, because
okay.
our friend Mike, who we talk about all the time, he had purchased one probably a couple weeks earlier and said it was delicious.
So we don't know how old this is. Let's assume it's come in this year.
It's at least in 2015. That's what I'm gonna say.
We'll assume that.
Right, since we're almost halfway through the year, I'll give it a 2015.
It's really good. I'll give it a 4.
I will too. This is a 4. What would make it more than a 4? I don't know, because I really don't have time to reflect on that. I just think this is a delicious beer at 4.
If the rum had a more forward presence to it.
It does. You smell the rum more than you taste it. Or maybe that's the premise of it all along.
But the rum is having an impact, and the reason I say that is most porters have a very characteristic porter taste.
It's kind of a
It's
watery
kind of
weakness. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but
No, but this has, I can taste the porter in here. I mean,
the
what the normal type porter is, but there's something in here that makes it much better.
Caribbean.
Well, obviously.
Or Caribbean.
Well, you
whatever
can
kind
see
it is.
obviously it's pretty good
he's
because we
giving
don't
it a
have
4,
much in
and
it.
I am
Look
giving
at
it a 4.
how often, if you watch these videos, how often do you see where we have
Okay.
anything left?
He's a happy man right now.
It's
So
good.
the thing is, I give it a 4. He gives it a 4. This is a wonderful beer. You won't be disappointed. It's a nice Canadian
It
beer.
smells really good.
It smells beautiful.
Makes a burp.
I did. I'm sorry. But anyhow, please don't forget to subscribe, because we've got children that have kids and stuff, and we just need to keep carrying on.
But we make no money on this, so it doesn't matter if they subscribe.
Yeah, right, it doesn't.
But if you subscribe, you'll know when we come out with the next video, and you'll either know to run away quickly or turn on your YouTube and watch us. Anyway, really good.
Cheers.
Cheers.